how to draw a hexagon in isometric. To draw a hexagon into isometric, we need to start by drawing a box which encloses the whole hexagon. So I'm going to start here by drawing a box around this hexagon. And this box has got to perfectly touch the top and bottom line of our hexagon. It also then has to perfectly touch each of the two corners as well. Now we know that drawing a box in isometric is quite easy, and we need to note that the box that we've now drawn around this hexagon is not a square. If we had to go and measure it, we would see that the one side is about 61 millimeters in length and the other side is 52 millimeters in length. So not a square, but a rectangle. When transferring a hexagon into isometric, we must be very careful to make sure that we measure all the sides of the square before we transfer it over. So to get this into isometric now, we're going to start with two basic isometric lines. I'm going to draw this hexagon on two different sides. I'm going to start on the right hand side over here, my two isometric lines, and to start off my construction I'm going to go and measure the length of this first side, which we said was 61 millimeters, and I'm going to transfer that measurement onto my 3-degree line here, mark it off as 61, and then I'm going to transfer the height, which we said was 52, and I'm going to transfer that height onto my height line in my isometric, mark that off, and I'm going to use those two measurements to complete my isometric box. Now that box, the length, that base length there and the top length there will be identical to that top length and that base length, and the two side lengths there and there will be identical to those two side lengths. So now to get our hexagon into isometric, all we have to do is go and measure where each of these points are situated on that box and then mark them off in our isometric box. We're going to start here, measure from the corner of the box to that first corner of our hexagon, 15 millimeters, and then I'm going to transfer it into my box, my isometric, and then do the same thing on the right hand side, again 15 millimeters, and I'm going to transfer that to here, and then if you measure the others you should see that they're all 15 millimeters, that one there and that one there for each of those corners. So we're going to mark each of those off inside of our box, and then the last 2 points that we need are going to be these two corners here, and of course that should be dead center of that line, which is 21 millimeters, which it is 21 millimeters up. Sorry, not 21, 26 millimeters up, okay, which would be half of 52, which was the length of that side, and we're going to mark off that 26 millimeters on that side, and we're going to mark off 26 millimeters on this side. Now we've marked off each of these points, we've marked them off here in our box, and all we have to do now is go and join those sides up. And there we have it. Our hexagon is now drawn in isometric.